Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant, this is Elite Dangerous, and today I'm going to buy a Lakon Type 9. So I've been doing a trade run in my Cobra, and I found a particularly profitable trade route, and I've managed to build a nice pile of cash here, as you can see, and I'm going to use that to purchase a Lakon, and then probably do a few more trade runs and see how much money I can stockpile. I will also show you guys the trade run I've been doing, which has managed to net me around 30k per run, which isn't bad. So this will be my second ship purchase in Premium Beta 2. The first purchase was the Cobra, and we had a long wait on the purchase here where it kept saying standby, and we're going to wait to see if it does it again, which it looks like it is. But I firmly believe this time it's not going to time out. I hope. Round and round it goes. Come on. Do you know, I reckon they build these things while we're waiting. There we go. What a lovely view from the cockpit. Now this I really like, the ability to fully see my surroundings. It actually gives a much more impressive view of the hangar here, although this is a larger hangar than usual, being that the Lakon is a much larger ship. I'm sure this is going to give a fantastic view in space. And look at that, corridors down there. That's just going to be great when we finally get the ability to walk around our ships. So let's take a quick look at outfitting. I know we can fit quite a number of guns to a Lakon. I believe it's about 5. Some class 4 and class 2s. Great stuff. What I'll do is I'll make a few trade runs, increase my stockpile of cash, and then I'll fully outfit this ship. After the ship purchase I haven't got a huge amount of cash left, so I'm going to use that to build up more. I always want to make sure I'm carrying around 140 to 150,000 spare, and that actually enabled me to pay out on the insurance, which I think is around 70k, and then it'll give me a little room for rebuilding in the event I need to. So let's have a look at that trade run. It's actually a very profitable run, probably the best one I could actually find, and it's between Chango Dock in Ibutis and All-in Enterprise in the All-in system. And what I actually do, this isn't the most profitable trip from Ibutis to All-in. The more profitable one is from All-in back to Ibutis, but we might as well make a bit of money on the way there, and that's I'll buy some fish as much as I can, and some domestic appliances. You might be able to fully stock up on fish, or you might just fully stock up on the domestic appliances, but either way is good. They'll both net you roughly the same amount of money. Now the Lakon has got a huge cargo hold, it's 440 units, and I haven't got enough money to fill that, but we go as close as we can whilst still leaving me enough money spare in the event of emergency. So that's done, and we'll set our destination, and that's, as I said, that's to All-in, and we'll see how I manage flying this thing. This is my first time. I know it's meant to be a slow ship and it's meant to feel very heavy, but I really have no clue how it's actually going to handle once I try. So I could be heading right into the wall of that access way over there.
Engines engaged.
Yeah, immediately I can feel the ship is much heavier. The thrusters lifting the ship up, it really has some weight to it, and the acceleration is much slower than in my Cobra. But that's good, it's different. That's one thing I really like about this game so far, how vastly different each ship feels and the completely different roles they can fulfill. So I'm going to align here. I think my cabin is roughly in the middle of my ship. I don't know how high the back end of it is, or the top here, so hopefully I'm not going to clip the top or the bottom. Oh dear, holding my breath, and I'm out. Oh, I've got to watch this roll here. I'm waiting any moment for the back of the ship to get hit and a trespass warning. Oh, apparently I'm going too slow. Sorry, Chango Dog. So here we are at All-in Enterprise in All-in. I've saved you the pleasure of watching the long haul flight here, but what you can get to see is how I handle the docking. Well, this is going to be my first docking attempt in the Lakon. I'm kind of anxious to see how it's going to go. This thing's rather heavy to move. Now I'm going to use my normal approach, which is to use the vertical thrusters and align myself with rolling. It's basically just a combination of rolling and vertical thrusters that I use. I find it much easier than any other method, although that normally works fine in a faster ship like the Sidewinder and the Cobra. It might be a bit more difficult with the slowness of the thrusters I've got here on the Lakon. So I'm going to align with the blue entranceway here. And I better not forget to ask for docking permission. I've made that mistake many times before in my Sidewinder and my Cobra. But since they're rather nippy ships, I've always made a quick exit. But I don't think I'd be able to do that in a Lakon. Anyway, it looks like I've got quite a nice approach here, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Judging the height of this ship is my only thing I'm a little bit concerned about. I'm still totally unsure of the clearance I have on the top and bottom. I don't think I'm quite aligned to the middle here, so I'm going to move up a little bit and try not to overdo it. And as I'm moving much more slower, giving myself rolled and aligned with the stations a little bit more of a problem. Are we in? And let's not clip the back. We clipped the back. No harm done. Right, so it's landing pad number 9 right here. I actually like the size of these landing pads. They're much larger than the ones for the smaller ships, and it actually looks like we have a double terminal here in front of us. Everything's larger. You know, I find it interesting how every single ship and landing pad here seems to have its own terminal. Imagine an airport like that. And then again, these ships are fairly large, I guess. Right, I'm nearly in. Let's just drop down, not too fast. I don't want to break anything. There we go.
Engines disengaged.
Thank you, docking successful. So now I'm going to set all the items in my cargo hold and let's see what profit we've made. I've got 2 lots of cargo here, the domestic appliances and the fish. I'm going to do the domestic appliances first. That's 22,000. And next I'll do the fish. There's a smaller quantity. That's 12,000. So 34, roughly 35,000. Not too bad, considering the quantity I was able to haul there. Now, the most profitable items in the game, currently for trading, are progenitor cells, and I'm going to stock up on as many of these as I can, and I need to leave about 150,000 in my pocket in case I need it to replace this ship. I know insurance is around 70,000, but that also allows me to go straight back into trading in the event I need to do that. And I'm going to take these back to Ibutis at Chango Dock. So that was 33 progenitor cells at just under 200k. So let's see how much profit that nets. Obviously, as I get more money, I'll be able to increasingly fill my cargo to its full capacity, and I should be able to do that relatively quickly, and that will mean increasing profits. And now I've just got to get out of the station without smashing myself apart and throwing progenitor cells all over the place. I'm confident I can get out of here. Let's just wait for that hauler up there. I don't think he'd appreciate going splat on my windscreen. Taking it nice and slow. Sidewinder. You know, I'm kind of worried with the speed some people come in this station, and I'm plenty guilty of doing that. Sooner or later someone's going to go whack straight into me. I'm pretty sure it won't do me much harm, but it may knock me right off course. Right, top's clear, bottom's clear, and I'm not gonna knock my back this time. So this is where you want to sell your progenitor cells. You can also take them to Seller's Prime, I believe. They'll give you roughly the same value for them, although I think the journey is slightly longer from your entry point out of hyperspace to the station, so Ibutis makes the trip a little bit quicker. Ever since Premium Beta 2 began, I've noticed a sharp increase in the amount of traffic around stations. They're quite lively places now. Someone else coming. They gotta wait. I can hear them. No, they must have been the one going the other way. Oh, I've done it again. I've really got to watch the back of this ship. I need rear view mirrors or some sort of back camera. Or perhaps I just need to be slightly less dumb. Although I'm enjoying it, docking is certainly a much slower process in this ship. Although perhaps there's a bunch of you out there that can dock these things as fast as anything. It wouldn't surprise me. Nearly there, and hopefully I'll have a nice pocket full of money after this. I'll probably repeat this trade run a number of times later on and try and rack up a bunch of cash. What I want to aim for is around the 3 to 4 million mark. I don't think I'll buy an Anaconda, but what I would like to do is have enough cash to switch and swap between ships as and when I want. So go out and fly in an Eagle, come back and get a Cobra, come back and get a hauler, and just have a bit of fun exploring the systems. And there's a nice little touch now in Premium Beta 2 where we actually get the trading value back in on our ship. I think we actually get around 90% of the original purchase price back in our bank. So that's something to keep in mind. So I'm just going to sell these progenitor cells and let's see how much profit we can make on 33 of them. Right, there we go. Well, I'll probably quit back out of that a bit too fast, but that was 25k profit, and that's just for 33 progenitor cells, and there's enough room in my cargo hold for 440, which will give around 350k profit per run, and we can add another 50k to that on the way to all in, which gives us about 400k for every 15 minutes or so. So that's quite a haul. Anyway, that's a nice little trade one that you guys can try out. Well, thanks for watching. This has been Obsidian Ant, signing off.